Ann Gregory was called the Queen of Negro Women's Golf, and for good reason. She didn't start playing the game until she was 31 years old and living in Gary, Indiana. And while her husband was away fighting World War II, Ann was spending time on the golf course.
She had the support of a men's club, up there in Gary, and she had a coach. I wrote his name down. Calvin Ingram was her coach, and there was a men's club, and she was playing from the men's tee. She was so long and so good, man.
Ann got very good and wanted to get better. One day in 1947, Ann got tired of playing the run-down 9-hole course she was relegated to and decided to play the whites-only South Gleason Park golf course in Gary.
She had game. She wanted to develop. She was competitive in everything. And her attitude was, I pay taxes. It's a public course. I should be allowed to play there. As the story goes, she walked up. They told her it was integrated. She said, I pay my taxes. I should be allowed to play. She put her money down, walked to the first tee. Nobody made her leave. And that was the name of that tune.
Ann's bravery and perseverance paid off. In 1956, at the age of 44, Ann qualified to play in the U.S. Women's Amateur Championship at the Meridian Hills Country Club in Indianapolis, becoming the first African-American female to play a USGA event.
That was a huge event. It was huge. It was unprecedented. And the people at Meridian Hills, the current manager, they're very proud of that, man. They're very, very proud that they helped to integrate, women's golf at the national amateur level. Okay, but it was big. There were a lot of people there at that first tee, witnessing history.
Although not everybody was happy to see Ann in the field.
And she's in the player field at these USGA women's AMs and not allowed to eat in the players' lounge. There were game officials that didn't want her there. And there were fans that were, yelling and shouting epithets to her. There's one story where a parking lot attendant said, if you don't win this, don't come back to the parking lot. She had to endure a lot. But Ann was special. She was gracious, man. She knew what time it was, and she handled it. She handled it like her daughter said, a Christian woman should. Very humble, wasn't confrontational, but she played, and she let her, as she said, she let her sticks do the talking.
Ann Gregory passed away in 1990. She ended up playing in 27 USGA events and winning over 300 tournaments. Her accomplishments were so impressive that a movie was recently made about her life, called Playing Through.
That movie, Playing Through, it's on a national tour. I got a sneaky feeling it's going to win some awards. If not, it's definitely going to garner some attention, for sure. It's a great movie.
Ann Gregory, until recently a relatively unknown superstar in our sport. But now, thanks to the movie and other tributes, people are beginning to recognize her impact on the game. I'm Brian Hammonds for Indiana Golf.